My sister I tell the truth about why our mom always liked her more, even though she didn't ask. I've been sitting with this for 3 days, and I genuinely cannot tell if I did something terrible or something that was a long time coming. My hands are still a little shaky typing this out. So some background. My sister Renee and I are pretty close, or at least I thought we were. She's 31, I'm 34. We grew up in a house where the favoritism was so obvious that even our dad used to joke about it, which should tell you everything. Renee was the pretty one, the easy one, the one my mom introduced first at family gatherings. I was just kind of also there. I made peace with it a long time ago, or I thought I did. Last Saturday, we were at my mom's house helping her clear out the basement because she's thinking about downsizing. It was actually a nice afternoon for a while. We were going through old boxes, laughing at school photos, eating the sandwiches my mom makes with too much mustard, normal stuff. Then Renee found this box of old home videos and she got really emotional. She kept saying things like, "We had such a good childhood, didn't we? Weren't we so lucky? Mom really did everything for us." And I was nodding and trying to stay in the moment, but something in me was just quietly clenching. Then she said it. She looked at me with this big genuine smile and said, "I always felt like Mom treated us exactly the same, you know? Like she really made sure neither of us felt less than." And I don't know. Something gave way. I didn't yell. I wasn't cruel about it. I put down the sweater I was folding and I said, "Renee, I love you." But she absolutely did not treat us the same. And I think you know that. And I think the reason she was easier on you is because you looked like her and I looked like Dad's side. And she never really forgave him for leaving. Renee went completely still. I kept going. Not because I wanted to hurt her, but because once I started, I couldn't find a reason to stop that felt honest. I told her I'd spent years in my 20s in therapy, partly because of how invisible I felt in that house. I told her I didn't blame her for it, that none of it was her fault, but that I couldn't sit there and let her rewrite our entire childhood into something soft and equal when it wasn't. My mom had gone upstairs at some point. I don't even know if she heard any of it. Renee cried. Not dramatic crying, just that quiet kind that's worse somehow. She said she had no idea I felt that way. She said she was sorry. But then she said, "Why are you telling me this now? What am I supposed to do with this?" And I didn't have a good answer for her. I drove home and felt this strange mix of relief and dread that I still haven't shaken. She texted me the next day saying she needed a few days to process. My friend Kara thinks I was wrong to unload it on her the way I did, that I should have just let the moment go. She said Renee wasn't trying to gaslight me. She just had a different experience of the same house, which, fine, that's probably true. But also I've been letting moments go my entire life, and at some point I stopped being able to locate the line between keeping the peace and just quietly disappearing. My therapist, when I told her on Monday, said something like, "It sounds like you needed to be witnessed," which I think is her way of saying she understands why I did it without quite saying I was right to do it. Renee and I haven't spoken since that text. My mom hasn't called me, which is pretty normal, honestly, but it feels louder right now. I don't regret telling her the truth, but I do keep thinking about her face when she went still, and about how she asked what she was supposed to do with this, and about the fact that I had no answer. Maybe she deserved the truth. Maybe she deserved to keep the version of childhood she had built for herself. I genuinely do not know.